What is anti-dumping?
There are government, ministry of heavy industries, our PMO office. So now it's not just me alone.
Do you think Indian manufacturers were suffering because of the undercut value which Chinese machines were sold in India?
Necessity is the mother of invention.
Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are at Impex 2024 Day 2, and I'm happy to meet Mr. Maulik Patel, Executive Director, Sltl Group. The man need no introduction. In Hindi we say सूरज को दिया दिखाना. मौलिक भाई को लेजर इंडस्ट्री में हर कोई जानता है. And Maulik bhai, thank you for giving us time to meet. At a very busy day in Impex. I wanted to start our conversation by asking my very first question, which everybody wanted to ask you directly. What is anti-dumping? Because most of the people like us, because I am also unaware of what is anti-dumping, what are the rules and all. So can you let our audience know what is anti-dumping and what all are the parameters which has been set by the government?
Okay. So before understanding anti-dumping, I think we need to understand what is dumping. Right? So dumping is nothing but when a country or a company actually has a way, either in a subsidized way or any other way, to produce their goods and to send to another part of the world. Okay, and there are certain countries which are purely focusing on only trading. There are many countries in the world which are only actually consuming products. They don't have a manufacturing side.
Yes.
But unlike our country, we have a lot of strong manufacturing base as well, and it requires a kind of a foundation growth. Now, from China, there were a lot of equipments which are actually getting a lot of price sensitivity, which was coming at a very undercut value. And that is termed from a government standpoint, it's called dumping. That if your production in India is X value, and if there are producers which are actually selling goods in India, which is under the price of yours, then it can be termed as dumping. The first thing is that whether the goods actually are falling under the categorization of dumping or not. Once it is defined, then of course then it is an industry's role. From an industry side, SLTL played a vital role.
Yes.
And there has been a couple of other manufacturers who have joined hands. So there is a small association of manufacturers of laser systems. Which has helped in terms of making sure that we go and tell to DGTR, which is Director General of Trade Remedies, to analyze this particular data, and then take our investigation further. So when you say anti-dumping, it's a process. It's not a anti-dumping is like the repercussion or the impact which is given by the government because of dumping.
And do you think this was happening in the industry because do you think Indian manufacturers were suffering because of the undercut value which Chinese machines were sold in India?
See, to give you a brief that from 2000, so we started our first laser cutting machine, marking machine, welding machine way back in 1994. Since 94, we had been to CO2 lasers, YAG lasers, green lasers, lot of lasers. From 1998, we started CO2 laser for sheet metal cutting, which is a laser cutting machine. In India, there was a problem of gases, CO2, carbon dioxide, helium, and nitrogen, and we were struggling to get the right kind of a purity mix and stuff. Dr. Maulik Patel came with an idea that I think for my country, fiber laser is the best solution. And then we unknowingly became the world's first manufacturer of fiber laser cutting machine, because necessity is the mother of invention. There is so when he started with fiber laser, it was a very nascent technology. It was very new technology, not very popular in the world. Very, very new technology. CO2 was very much prominent. So with fiber laser, we started sheet metal cutting. We showcased our first fiber laser sheet metal cutting machine in Imtex in 2008. And parallelly, we had showcased in many parts of the world. The market in India was not that large. Overall, if I tell you, There were German companies, Japanese companies, Italian companies, Swiss companies.
Okay.
Majority of them were these companies and Indian companies.
Okay.
And till 2015, the market was total metal forming market was somewhere around 200, 300 crore.
Okay.
So it was not that
Big.
large market.
Okay.
Now with the vision what government has taken to reach $5 trillion economy, the market has started growing rapidly.
Okay.
And because of that, India has been one of the targeted country for selling their goods
Okay.
from the world.
Yes.
So now, if you talk about how big is the market has grown tremendously. Now, because of that, what has happened, and while the market was growing, at the same junction,
Okay.
we saw a lot of goods coming from China. A lot of trading started happening from China. Okay, that is the reason. Okay, we initiated this particular step, and it was actually hampering in terms of the growth.
Okay. Necessity is the mother of all invention, and I take a cue. Yesterday you said that India were not ready to during pandemic. We all of a sudden started making PPE, mask, lot of medical devices which were not. So it's a very valid thing. So again, I want to bring your attention to the issue of anti-dumping. What under what circumstances you thought okay reaching out to the agency will help or safeguard Indian manufacturers plus uh, uh, what inspired I won't say what are the challenges because you also did a lot of research before reaching out to the agency. So what what helped you or under what circumstances you made this decision okay that we should reach out to the government.
So 2015-16, we were actually getting hit by a lot of Chinese companies.
Okay.
There's a lot of price pressure which has started building, and we also analyzed that how can we make our product, viable to the country, and we also had worked upon it. It's not like we have not worked.
Okay.
We have made our products very, very competitive, very, very much viable.
Okay.
But to a certain point, you can actually make it viable. After a certain point, it's very difficult because you buy sheets, material from your own country. Now, to say this, that by year 2017, I actually started talking to a couple of other manufacturers in India. Okay. And then at that time it was very nascent. I had envisaged that what is going to happen. Okay. But a lot of companies they says, no, this is not going to work. This is junk coming from China, and it will go away. I said it's not about junk coming from China, but it's all about that how can we safeguard our country. Yes. Right. Whether it's junk or not, I mean the time will tell. But I think we need to safeguard our country. Yes. But not many. There was not much of synergy happening at that time. And then what happened is like 2017, I tried contacting government, Ministry of Heavy Industries, our PMO office, DGTR, a lot of places I had written letters. Okay. And from everywhere, there came a route that you have to go through DGTR. Yes. So there is a mechanism in the country. Okay. So then in 2019, the 2020, the lockdown was there. Yes. And then, I thought, now Indian consumers and all of us will actually start thinking that, we need to start thinking about the country and, we'll start flourishing again. We were on a rise. We are still on a rise. Okay. But overall, the potential for Indian manufacturing is immense. It's huge. Yes. When 2022, we really started thinking on it, and we said, we need to initiate it. So without taking anybody's help, first is we took an initiative. Okay, let's take a shot. Let's take an initiative. Correct. So I started gathering all this information, and we went to we had a consultant, and we went to DGTR, and then they accepted our case. Okay. The first thing was accepting the case. Yes. Does it really? Are you for a country? Does it make sense to put up a case or not? Or not. So that is something very important. Yes. So 2022, they accepted our case. Correct. By the end of 2023, they applied. Yes. Okay. And then there is a process. They have to call all the manufacturers from China. They have to call lot of traders, they need to call a lot of manufacturers, and then take a cohesive and consensus that what do you think, what do you think. So and then there has been a finding. That is called finding.
Okay.
And there was hearing as well.
Okay.
So first was investigation acceptance, second was hearing, which is a meeting, third was finding, and then it is application. That is applied.
And I wanted to add on this that China plus one is real, because people want to move a lot of bases to India or Southeast Asia, and I've spoken to a lot of other automotive aerospace companies, and they are also keeping their agenda China plus one policy and to build up in India. On a lighter note, I want to say, how big was the fine, sir?
How big was
The fine. On a lighter note.
file?
Because when you go to, because you must have collected a lot of documents on lighter note, how big was the
Well,
file?
it was quite extensive. You
Okay.
require a lot of data, a
Yeah.
lot of understanding on your
Okay.
cost, a lot of understanding on how you manufacture.
Okay.
There would be an investigation officer which would be coming at your facility.
Yes.
They would do their due diligence. They would
Correct.
check everything,
Yes.
the records, data. So after all of this, it's a massive exercise.
Okay.
It's a massive exercise.
Do you think anti-dumping will help bring a level playing field for Indian manufacturers? And is 5 years tenure is good enough, or it should be extended?
See, when it comes to level playing field, the time will tell.
Okay.
It is just initiated.
Okay.
You have to give some time,
Okay.
because there will be a lot of pre-imported equipment was already is there in the country. I think a lot of manufacturers are now having a very strong synergy that this is a good move by the government, and the initiative which I took personally. I initially felt that I have delayed the process. I don't know why I was taking on too personal ground as a country to safeguard the country, but I think I've delayed the process. But yes, there I durust hai. Okay, and I think now a lot of people are in consensus, and they're supporting the cause.
Yes.
So now it's not just me alone.
Yes.
Okay, there is another group of people. Okay, which are part of this particular association, and we are all on a common page.
Okay.
We're making sure that this happens.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to 5 years,
Okay.
again, it would be very short-sighted
Okay.
for me to tell this at this stage. But yes, I think whatever government has given this opportunity, as Indian manufacturers, we would not like to lose this opportunity.
Correct. And to add on this, India is a very price sensitive market. So whenever a buyer comes to a trade show or go to meet any customer, any manufacturer, they are very impulsive when it comes to price. Do you think this is the main reason, the price point where people go and look for, I won't say a bad product, but a product which they are only choosing not for the quality, pure play price, because there are good. I have seen your machines; it's top notch, because SLTL goes global. IMTS, EMO, wherever I go, I see your booth. You are reaching, across the world to all the global market. But do you think price and quality, people are, when we say export market, quality is something which European or American market looks at. So, do you think this price point is the only thing, or there are other reasons where people are very impulsive and going for a very cheap price and going for all those Chinese machines?
See, laser as a product has always been a very high-end product.
Yes.
Technology always has its own maturity curve.
Yes.
Unlike if you talk about chips market, semiconductors.
Yes.
Then per square mm or per square micron in that particular space, the efficiency has started increasing, the memory power started increasing on the proportional. Okay, the volume also started increasing, and the price started decreasing. Okay, so probably the memory or the gigabyte, okay, per square okay, started, the proportion star was very radical.
Correct.
Same thing happened into solar cell. Okay, efficiency started increasing. Earlier it was a 7 watts per meter square was an efficiency, 7% efficiency. Then it became 20. Now it is much more.
Okay.
Same thing happened in laser. Earlier it was very nascent. Now a lot of efficiency is increased. So price per wattage started reducing,
Okay.
and that is actually also helping us, the nation as well.
Mm-hmm.
So India definitely is a price sensitive market because it's a growing market. As I understand that, as a semiconductor industry, how it grew is like, when chip market, okay, price per gigabyte,
Yes.
okay, started decreasing because the gigabyte started increasing. Same
Okay.
thing in laser as well. It's semiconductor technology.
Yes.
Okay, price per wattage started decreasing,
Okay.
and the wattage started increasing, which is a good thing because technology will eventually mature.
Correct.
Now, India being the country, it has always been price sensitive because we are an emerging market.
Yes.
We are a developing country.
Yes.
Now, earlier there was only large organizations which were able to, sell equipments because we are into capital goods.
Yes.
Sell equipments to large organizations which
Correct.
were able to afford this kind of equipment. There were very much small time fabricators which were deprived of technology. They're using shearing machine and manual bending machine and stuff like this, and some welding machines.
Correct.
Now their second generation has also come up.
Yes.
They want to modernize their plant. That is where the ecosystem started building up.
Correct.
Now, by using laser technologies, laser systems with fiber laser technology, it helps in terms of scaling their potential.
Correct.
Within that amount of space, today's space is also becoming very expensive. So with the same amount of space, they're actually able to produce more.
Correct.
If I look at let's say pricing, it cannot be justified just based on what is the best price or what is a viable pricing.
Correct.
Right. So it all depends on what am I looking in the equipment, what am I what is my wish list,
Correct.
to produce out of the equipment. When I talk about our equipments, we actually aim for excellence. We are the best product manufacturer in India. We have a design team, innovation team, application team, software development team, lot of team, synergy works together to build one particular product. And we are making sure that the price is at par
Okay.
to the competition as well.
Correct.
By giving value to the customer.
Correct.
Right. Okay. But yes, many times we've seen that many goods which are coming, so there were no enclosures, there was no pallet changer. So yes, nothing wrong in that. In terms of making it a very 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 low cost, that is also doable. But then you're actually compromising it somewhere.
Thank you, Maulik bhai, to let us know on the subject because it is a burning topic. So now, and we will, and I'm, assuring our readers and our listeners that we will, reach out to Mr. Maulik again, to write feature articles on the subject, and you will see in the magazine a continuation of this discussion. Maulik bhai, let's move our discussion from this, a very serious side, which is very important also, to the here and now. So we are sitting at Imtex 2024. So what sort of machines you have exhibited? What sort of technology you are displaying, and how was day one for you? And how do you see this trade show?
So I've always been telling people that Impex is a very grand show. It's the mother of all shows in India. It's a global show.
Okay.
We are also expecting a lot of international buyers as well. That is why it becomes very important as Indian manufacturers to showcase the best of the best products.
Yes.
This time at Intex, first time we have already sold many 5-axis laser cutting machine, but never displayed in Intex. So first time we are showcasing fully loaded 5-axis laser cutting machine. Okay. 100% indigenously built. Okay. We are showcasing first time at Intex. Okay. Fully automated bundle loader for a tube system with a beveling function in tube. So it has a bevel cutting function in tube machine. Okay. We are showcasing a high-end vector series of product, which is a 20 kilowatt fiber laser cutting machine, which can produce sheet metal parts at a very rapid speed. Okay. We are also showcasing a mid-level, I won't say an entry level, a mid-level infinity range of product as well, which is with a 10 kilowatt fiber laser cutting machine. Correct. And that is also at a display. So there are 4 laser cutting machines we displayed: 5-axis, tube cutting machine, one more tube 2D 2D cutting machine, as well as tube automation and tube machine. Okay. We also have a show running parallel with Weldex,
Okay.
and there we are actually showcasing robotic laser welding.
Okay.
We're showcasing pulse laser welding as well as a handheld laser welding.
Okay. And you are a very hard man to get reach, Maulik bhai. Uh, Before we end the discussion, the growth plan for SLTL group for 2024, because we are starting the year. So, what is the growth plan for you in 2024? And how, and to add on to this, I want to know which all are the sunrise sectors for sheet metal industry. Then we can end our discussion.
Probably, I would say the sheet metal sector itself completely is a sunrise sector.
Okay.
Because it was deprived because of technology.
Okay.
Now, because of the affordability of the technology, sheet metal sector, as I told you, it was at 100 systems or 100 crore, 200 crore,
Okay.
top line.
Okay.
Now it is going to 1,000 crore.
Okay.
By the time I won't be surprised that it will reach to 10,000 crore industry.
Okay.
Sheet metal potential, unlike other parts of the world, we are very, very minuscule.
Okay.
So in our country, metal cutting and injection molding machines,
Yes.
they have actually taken the league much before.
Yes.
Sheet metal sector has not grown that much.
Okay.
Now it's the time.
Okay. And your growth plan for 2024 as a group?
As a group, I think we are growing on an average 25% year over year.
Okay.
We have multiple sectors. Industrial sector is growing really rapidly, and we are doing really good. We also plan to launch a couple of new products in sheet metal sector as well. We have a couple of automation solutions,
Okay.
which we are working upon to support the EV revolution which is going on in the country. On top of renewable energy is also one of our upcoming sector, where our country's vision is to make sure that renewable energy should be, by 2070 we should be net zero carbon emission. So a lot of things are going on. Defense and aerospace also is one of the upcoming and a booming sector.
Okay.
Okay. Railways infrastructure is also a very important sector.
Okay.
And as Nitin Gadkari has told once that if I am spending 2 rupees in the economy or 2 rupees to fund my projects,
Okay.
economy rolls 10 times.
Correct.
Right? Same thing is going to happen as they spend 2 rupees for constructing the road, and the entire ecosystem starts rotating. Okay. And the capital goods are the foundation for any kind of products required.
Uh, uh, Best wishes from Dynamic Manufacturing India magazine for a successful trade show, Maulik bhai. And we look forward for your feature article, which I'm promising. I know it's a very busy schedule for you, for our post impact special issue in the magazine, so that people can read the content which we have discussed in a way where you can put your mind, and we can have a beautiful article for the audience. Thank you, Maulik bhai, for giving your time, and best wishes.
Thank you.
Thank you.